To 100% complete one of the most classic indie survival games of all time, I'm going to have to fight absolutely terrifying monsters, collect basically endless amounts of resources, and travel to distant worlds in order to unlock everything the game has to offer. Welcome to my 100% playthrough of Don't Starve. This is going to be a freaking movie. We're then thrust into the world, and this dude in a nice dapper suit says, "You don't look so good, pal." I don't feel good either, man. In fact, I feel really weird. So this game doesn't really tell you to do anything. You're in a field and you just kind of start walking around and collecting stuff. I first figured I probably needed a fire to survive the evening and the night. So I decided to garner the proper materials to make an axe, which takes flint and twig. After getting these, I crafted my first axe, which would let me chop down trees. Yes! I have an axe! So there's these three icons at the top right. You got your tummy, you got your brain, and you got your heart. And I'm starting to recognize here the brain going down seems to be the character's sanity. I was able to make it through the first night by standing by the fire. I'm obviously not going to be sleeping tonight. One, because I'm terrified of what's around me. I didn't sleep, however. I didn't know at this point if sleep was a part of the game. I assumed it was, but I knew that I could craft a sleeping bag, so I kind of thought I should do that. And in the morning, I figured out I could eat the berries and seeds that I had collected. Oh, I have berries. Let me eat these. How do I eat them? Did that help my tummy or hurt it? Hello, did it help my tummy or hurt it? Can I eat these? Okay, that helps a little bit. Looks like I made it through my first night, baby. So on day 2, I walked around and it began to rain. And I kept gathering materials and stuff, and I figured it'd be a wise decision to make a trap so that I could catch some animals. Let's make a trap. That's a good idea. That is a good idea. Let's make a trap. Nice. What do we do with it? We put it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put the trap. I just don't know if it's like down. You know, but let's go out a little bit and see if the bunny comes back. During the second night, I just kind of tinkered with the menu some more and tried to figure out what I can make and what went where. There's a lot of stuff in this game, and it gets kind of confusing, I'm not going to lie. Day 3, I decided I would try to make a net to catch some birds. I really want to figure out how to get a dang freaking net so that I can catch one of these birds. Yep. Because there are a lot of them. I guess you could call it a trap, a net, whatever. So I made my way to look for some spider webs for my net, and I found a spider web. I think this could be it. Look at that pig guy over there, where I saw my first interaction with a pig fella. Okay, he's coming over to me. Oh my gosh! Oh, Lordy! Oh, they're attacking the pig guy. Oh, thank God. Please. Please give me the silk. Yes. 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 Oh my gosh, the pig guy literally just saved me. Let's go see what's going on. Who gloriously sacrificed himself so that I could get the silk from the Spider-Man. They killed him! They killed him! Oh my gosh. Oh, now they're sleeping. Yes. This is massive. Look at all this silk I have. Now check me out. After going through all that work to get the silk, I realized I had to unlock it. And in order to do so, I would have to build a science machine to build a prototype of it. Why? I gotta make a science machine first? Now keep in mind, I actually went into this game blind. I know you probably see videos of people playing Don't Starve and they're like, I've never seen this game or playing this game. I knew nothing about the game, and I didn't even watch any videos on it either. I just went in 100% blind. So on day 4, I was getting desperate. My stats were starting to go way down, so I decided to explore further than I'd gone ever to try to find some more places to use my trap. Okay, maybe there's something over here. I mean, I'm just getting kind of desperate right now. I don't think I want to get in a fight with the pig dude. Oh my gosh! What the heck is that? Oh no! Come here! Yes! Yes! Oh, I can kill him. I can kill him. I can kill him. I can kill him. Come here! Come here! Come here! Come here! Come here! Ow! No, no, no! Yes! Yes, dude! Oh my gosh, I killed 2 rabbits. That's great. Okay, let's make a campfire right here. I'm liking it. And I want to cook this rabbit. And I'm gonna cook another one. I was fortunately able to actually kill some rabbits, cook them, and eat them, which did not give me much more health than even the carrots that I had been eating did.
That doesn't really do much for me. That barely did anything. I mean, the carrots were about the same.
So I'm now on night 4, and I still haven't slept, and at this point, I think that's an issue. So on day 5, Wilson has grown a bit of a beard, and I did notice he was getting very hungry.
Oh my gosh, look at my beard. I just noticed I'm getting a nice looking beard.
Fortunately, we ventured far enough into the map to find some rocks, and I made a pickaxe.
Hey, rocks. I can make a pickaxe with these, I believe. First time seeing these guys.
Which then I was able to make a science machine after finding a golden nugget.
Hey, a gold nugget. Look, I should be able to make a science machine. Let's definitely make the science machine. Where am I supposed to make it? Okay. Ha-ha! Look at all that. Look at all this stuff now.
And the science machine allows you to make way more stuff. I then realized I could bait the birds by putting seeds in the trap.
Okay. Watch this. I think I have to put, if I drop this, look, and then I go like this, and then I drop, and I bait the seeds in the trap. Hey, now we're cooking. I mean, dude, look at this science machine. Oh, I got him! I got him! Yes!
But my sanity was still going down pretty rapidly.
Okay, we survived another... Oh my gosh, what is that? Oh my gosh, it's a hound! Oh, it's gonna kill me! Oh, that was scary.
So I kind of kept killing rabbits and birds and cooking them and eating and stuff.
Eat all the morsels.
But yeah, the brain, it was not looking good. The icon was getting shriveled and shriveled. The science machine is a very helpful resource, and it really, I mean, it opens up the game. So I was able to make a backpack, which increased my inventory space significantly.
Okay, maybe just a backpack is gonna be good. I think we'll build that. Nice! That really helps. Whoa. I like that.
On day 7, I decided I would kind of head back to the general direction of the spiders to try to get silk to make more traps, which would allow my food to go up.
I can probably kill him. Yep, and I did.
And this is kind of a consistent theme with this game, is that you're going to need a lot of material. And I find out way later, it's more convenient if your materials are close to where you camp. So after going for 6 days, I inevitably died.
No! I died!
On day 7, trying to get more silk from the spiders. And thus ends my first attempt at Don't Starve. Okay, so the second try was much better. I kind of understood what I ought to do. So on the first day, I began collecting as many resources as I possibly could.
So I kind of now am in the know, you know. I'm kind of like got an idea what to do now. Here we go now. So let me find, let your boy, we want all the grass. We want grass is very important.
Grass, logs, figs, killing the odd bunny rabbit here and there, getting silk, killing some spiders, all before nightfall. Day 2 went even better. I found some boulders and was able to get enough to build the science machine.
Yeah, baby.
But I accidentally used my rocks on a fire pit.
And you know what? I'm going to build a fire pit. Because why not?
On day 3, I gathered some more resources and built a science machine, which then I immediately made a backpack with.
Let's build the science machine. Yay! Backpack. Alrighty, glad we did that.
I wanted to find more spider nests so that I could get silk, but I was kind of scarred because I died getting silk on my first playthrough. So then for some reason, I made another fire pit and science machine after gathering more resources.
Alright, I'm building another science machine.
So at this point, I'm just kind of thinking, well, I should see what this world has to offer. I mean, it's a giant map. It's vast.
So I was kind of thinking, I should explore this map, figure stuff out here and there, walk around, see what I can find. I was perusing. I was going to see what I could dig up. On day 4, I got a little ballsy and I decided to take an egg of a tall bird, which are terrifying looking creatures. So anyways, I took the egg and he followed me and absolutely did not stop following me. So I was unable to light or make a fire, and he killed me as I tried.
I don't want to make a...
I did, however, get my first trophy, fire starter, for unlocking Willow.
At least I got a trophy.
And I know what you're thinking. Oh, well, you just unlocked a new character. You should probably play as them. I did not do that. I just stuck with Wilson. So now I'm on my 3rd attempt, de uno, which in Spanish means 1.
But when life gives you morsels, you make morsel laid. You know what I'm saying?
So day 1, I just I did the same thing. I gathered resources and whatnot. I found some things called evil flowers, which I decided to steer clear of.
Look at all this stuff. Evil flower? I don't know if I want to pick an evil flower. Spiky tree, evil flower.
As well as this thing called a crank thing, which just seemed at this point way out of my league.
What is all this stuff? Crank thing? What does that do? This is like an onion.
On day 2, I came across another bunch of pig people, and they killed some spiders for me.
Now, here's what would be good. I can lead the spiders out. Yeah, and they kill them for me.
Which was good to know. I didn't know that they... Well, I kind of knew that already. But I did realize that they are not hostile, which is very comforting. So I snagged some more silk and decided to make my camp close to the pig folks because they are cool.
All right.
On day 3 and 4, I just kind of getting in the groove now. I understood what the first 5 or 6 days meant at this point. I would need to gather as many resources as I could, keep myself alive at night by the light, try to find some food, make a science machine. If you guys are enjoying the video so far, dropping a like, comment, or sub to the channel helps so much with the algorithm and getting this video out to as many people as possible. And they take months and months to make, so it would really mean the world to me if you guys could do any one of those things. Anyway, back to the video. I also found a boomerang, which let me hunt, but apparently I also have to catch it, which did not work out very well.
And a boomerang. Look at that. Look at that. I found a boomerang. Oh! Wait, I gotta catch it or it hits me.
Day 5 begins and Wilson grows his based beard, which is awesome.
Okay, made it day 5 and we got a beard, baby.
And while perusing around on day 5, I encountered this. I mean, it looks like something specific. I'm not gonna say it. It looks like a butthole. And I jumped in it because it says science compels me to jump in.
Okay, science compels me to jump in, so I'm gonna jump into the wormhole. If science compels me to do it.
So I did, and it took me to a completely different part of the map.
Oh, wow, okay. So, okay.
I then came across something called a beefalo, which allowed me to pick up some manure.
Oh, gosh. What on earth are these guys? Those are yaks. That looks like a... I can carry manure. A beefalo is what it's called. So I'm going to pick up this manure.
More on these guys later. These guys are amazing. And around this time, I mean, there's some... and this happened in my first playthrough as well, but there are these shadow things that show up on the screen.
Oh my gosh, look at those shadow things.
And they look like monsters. And I start putting the pieces together that they are here because Wilson's mental state is, well, compromised. I then made it to a sinkhole and jumped in. Yes, I jumped in the sinkhole this early with this many resources.
Maybe I should go down here. I'm gonna go. I gotta risk it. Hello. This does not strike me as the place I want to be. Are you kidding me, bro?
And I promptly left.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave.
So unfortunately, Wilson's sanity was so low, I got chased by a ghost on the night of day 6.
I'm not sure what. Can I attack it? Yep, that's it. That's it.
And I died yet again, thus concluding my 3rd run.
Gosh dang. Everything's catching on fire. Oh my gosh.
So at this point, I feel like my first plan of attack for my 4th run is to try to get string so I can make a bed to sleep or figure out another way to get the mind up. And I come across an amazing discovery here at this point.
I just noticed that when I pick a flower, my brain goes up. Look at the green. You see that?
A revolutionary discovery that if I pick flowers, a little green highlighter goes over the brain and increases Wilson's sanity, which is huge. After I figured that out, I accidentally burnt down an entire forest.
Oh my god, the trees are on fire! Oh my god! Oh, oh my god! Oh my gosh, I'm burning down the whole... I'm sorry! I'm so sorry! Oh my gosh, I burned down the whole forest. Oh, a morsel.
And then day 2 begun.
All right, day 2, let's get it. Look at all this charcoal, man.
I decided at this point I would switch up my strategy a bit and try to hunker down somewhere for longer as opposed to just running around like a madman. Also, now that I know that I can keep Wilson's brain up by picking flowers, I feel like that is an efficient thing to do. And I'm feeling confident about killing birds and rabbits, so they should be easy to come by, and we begin day 3. And this is where I figure out that I can make a rope and planks through the science machine.
Oh my gosh, dude, there it is. It's been there the whole freaking time. I haven't even looked at that part of the menu. Golly, dude.
So that day I got more resources, and that night I thoroughly assessed the abilities of the science machine, which I had yet to do. I then saw that I could make a garland out of flower petals, which kept my brain going up, which was a fantastic discovery.
Helps to soothe the nerves. Oh my gosh, dude, look at my freaking brain. It's going up. Let's go, baby!
On the night of day 4, I actually used a sleeping bag and slept through the night.
Let's try sleeping through the night and see what that does. Oh, and I got a beard. And I'm hungry.
But I did wake up very hungry.
I slept through the night for the first time, and my brain was already good.
And journeying around on day 5, I found something called Maxwell's Door.
Maxwell's Door? Okay, that's terrifying.
And decided to avoid it because it looked very scary. And I will say right now, this was a very wise decision. And this is a good time to say, I am 100% completing this game. So, I will be going through Maxwell's Door, and if you know what that does, I will be completing adventure mode. Will I be doing it as Wilson? We'll see. You're just going to have to watch to find out. It also seems here that I start noticing the days being longer, and I notice the sun area on the top right dial is going, it's getting bigger, and the red part's getting a little smaller or bigger, and the nighttime is getting significantly smaller. So that evening, I decided to see what the shovel could do after noticing a dig icon on a bush, and I dug up some grass and planted it close to my camp.
Can I dig up the grass? Grass tuft. Can I plant? I think I can plant. Oh, I can plant it.
So at the beginning of day 6, I set my traps and got some more resources.
Oh my gosh! No, 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 no! Ow! Ugh. Okay, that's what he does. I forgot.
The night of day 6, I made a pitchfork and dug up some ground, and I'm going to come back to figuring out what that does later.
Maybe I can plant logs if I have a pitchfork. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hey, look at that.
So day 7 and day 8, I gathered more resources and saw more interesting things that I'd really decided not to go after.
What the heck are those guys? They're intriguing fellows.
On day 9, I did have the balls to jump into another wormhole close to my camp to see where it took me and if I could get any more resources around it.
Okie dokie. So I'm going to take a wild shot in the dark here, and I'm going to just jump into this wormhole and see where it takes me. Unless it's somewhere terrible. Oh, piggies. Okay, I'm very far away.
And it actually ended up taking me to an area with a lot of piggies.
Whoa, look at how big this thing is. This berry bush.
I happened to also find a giant cluster of berry bushes that I decided to take back with me to camp so that I could plant them. And I wasn't sure at this point if I jumped back in the wormhole, if it would take me to the one I initially jumped into.
All right, let's just test and make sure this takes me back to my wormhole. It does indeed, yes.
Fortunately, my intuition was right, and it actually did. But I did notice every time I jumped in the wormhole, my brain went down. And now it was getting quite low again, which is the one thing that I was pretty concerned about.
Oh, my brain is going down. I think every time I jump through the wormhole, it goes down.
On the night of day 9, I was able to make my first alchemy machine.
And check it out. We can make an alchemy machine. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Hey, rolling like a big shot. Should be tuned up. Let's go!
Which allowed me to make even more things, get even more blueprints, and just it opened up what I could do infinitely more. On day 10 and 11, I gathered more resources. I was able to find some beefalo.
Yes, the beefalos. Hello, beefalo. Yay.
Close by that had some manure.
So now I can use this manure to fertilize my farm.
At this point, I kind of thought about making a farm. That was kind of in the forefront of my mind. So on day 12, I got some more wood and collected enough manure to make a farm.
Look, I can make a farm. Yay. Woohoo!
So I made one back at camp.
Let's build that bad boy right there.
On day 13, I was able to make a thermal measurer, which told me the temperature outside.
All right, let's make a thermal measurer because that seems kind of dope. Whoa, look at this thing. Let's put that over here, away from the fire. Oh, so it's hot. Okay, nice. It's very hot.
Good thing to know. And also, I didn't play this game with any mods, no DLC. I'm playing the vanilla version of Don't Starve. I'm not playing Don't Starve together. I know that's what most people play now. I'm playing the OG version of the game. So I jumped back through the wormhole on day 14, and I made it to a pig area, but there were a bunch of eyeballs around them, and we had an all-out war against them.
What is this? Oh! Kill them, pigs! Oh! Oh, I gotta eat. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, ow. Oh, oh no. Oh no-y. Oh, my poor little heart. Oh, that put a damper on things. Meat bowl.
On day 15, I literally just hunted rabbits
Spent a
and
lot of
gathered
this day
grass,
getting
and then I
grass.
figured out I could make medicine to heal my wounds.
Heal your minor wounds. So that requires reeds and it requires honey. Okay.
I would need paper and honey, however, and I could make paper out of reeds and honey from the beehive, but I didn't really know how to get either of these. The reeds I did because they're in the swamps. Honey, I assumed I killed bees or could make a bee farm, but that was way past my pay grade and understanding of the game at this point. So in the evening, about every 5 days or so, I started to put this together. You hear these sounds at night. They're like...
All right, get ready for the hogs. Fortunately, I've got this nice wall now. Ooh, the temperature's going down.
And I was stormed by 4 hogs that subsequently charged and killed me after surviving for 15 days.
There's 2 of them! No! No!
I did, however, get the trophy Strongman for unlocking the next character.
Oh my gosh! Bro! Oh my gosh, and I was gonna make the armor.
So I've now made it 4 times through, and I have not yet made it past day 15. So we're gonna start the 5th run now.
This time, it's been a little while since I've played, I'm not gonna lie. Let's get our heads straight. So this time, my goal is going to be to make a camp earlier.
So I wanted to prioritize getting walls built this run to protect myself from the hogs. It seems like everything that happens that kills you the last time you play, you want to make sure you refine and defend against the next time. And so you kind of just take all of this collective experience and get better at surviving. Just like Pig Rubes.
Whoa! Hey, hey! Look at this! There's already a freaking... Whoa! Oh my gosh! What the hell?
On day 3, I built my first camp.
This is gonna be camp right here. I'm making it happen.
And around day 5 or 6, I was able to make a wall around my camp.
Check this out. That is gonna be like my sort of farm. And then this will be like my
kind of house?
I initially used wooden fences, but then decided walls would be more practical, although they did require more refined material. And at this point, I really honed in that the hogs would be attacking me every 5 days or so.
All right, I've straight up, like, got a freaking home now, dude.
And I was able to get my wall finished. My next plan of attack was to try to make a farm so I didn't have to constantly kill rabbits. So I found the beefaloes on day 10 and then started collecting manure to build my farm.
Here we go. Now we can get the manure.
I spent the next couple days just getting manure and trying to make sure I have the necessities close to home. So once I made it back to camp with the manure, I built an alchemy engine in order to build an improved farm.
Now I can make an alchemy deal. Okay, there we go.
And just like my theory predicted, after the 15th night, 4 hogs attacked me.
Okay, it went away. I survived. That's freaking awesome. Nope. Okay, so they can break down the wall. But look, I mean, barely did anything. Armor's good. There's another one coming. Another one coming. I'm not worried because I'm prepared. There's 2 more! Ah! Ah! There was 4 total!
And I was able to survive. So I've now made it further than I ever have.
I'm a freaking... Look at me! That was so hyped up, dude. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I survived that.
So at this point, I started thinking about potentially moving my camp over to the beefalo, but at this point, I'd already done so much with my original camp, I just did not want to restart. So on day 19, something terrible happened.
Yep, you absolutely can't. Oh my gosh, my wall! No! No! No!
That's right, I didn't have a lightning rod up, so lightning struck my walls and burned all of them down.
No! No, 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 no.
Which now forced me to go make my camp by the beefalo location.
All right, let's just start off with a science machine first of all. Let me get some fire. Let me cook this eggplant.
This was devastating, but like surviving in the real world would be like, you gotta make sure that you're always optimistic and positive. So I have a new opportunity to make a camp, buy some beefalo. On the night of day 20, I tried as fast as I could to try to fortify the walls in my base, but the hogs did end up coming for me, and one of them was white.
Of course they're gonna be here. What is that? I don't like this even a little bit. I don't even like it a little bit. Oh, the beefaloes! Oh, the beefaloes, attack them! Oh my gosh, these are the best neighbors ever.
Fortunately for me, the beefaloes are the best neighbors ever and actually helped me kill the hog.
Oh my gosh, thank gosh. Thank goodness. Ow, ow. Ah. Oh my gosh. The beefaloes attacked the freaking hounds for me. They are goated. They are so goated.
I noticed the next day that the birds are blue now. They are turning into snowbirds. So it's getting colder, which must mean winter is coming.
Everything's blue now. Is it getting colder or something?
So the first couple of days of winter, if you're not prepared, don't know that winter is coming, are brutal. And I'm glad I moved towards the beefalo because I decided to start killing them one by
All right,
one.
we gotta get food. Ace, dude, I might have to kill a beefalo, bro. I might have to single one out and kill it. I think I have to do it. I think I literally am gonna have to kill the beefalo. I need to equip my spear, and I'm going to go for it because I don't see another option.
And when you single them out and do this, they drop a load of beefalo fur and wool.
Yes! Oh my gosh, and wool. Okay, it was totally worth killing him. It was absolutely worth killing him 150 billion%.
I also figured out you can make a hat, but I would need silk to do that.
Okay, the winter hat would be good. I need spider. I need spider silk.
I was finally able to make a winter hat after coming upon a tentacle attacking a group of spiders and getting silk.
I will eat this seed and I will take this silk. Thank you.
Now, this is where it kind of hit me like an epiphany that all of the enemies in this game, just about all of them, hate each other. And they will attack and kill each other. And this can be infinitely valuable for gathering resources because you don't have to kill them yourself. You can kite an enemy over to another one and they
they will kill each other. And it's freaking awesome. The enemies that you do not want to come across, though, however, in winter with no armor are walruses. Hey, who are these guys? Oh my god! Whoa! Whoa! Because what happened then was I walked across the walrus camp and got killed instantly. So this time I made it 26 days, which was a big win for me. I mean, I made it into winter and I felt great. I did get 2 trophies, however, the Bereave for unlocking Windy and Soulless Automaton for unlocking WX78. So at this point, I can't remember if this is my 5th or 6th run. I'm pretty sure it's my 6th run. I decided to be somebody else. I'm going to be Wolfgang, aka the Strong Mike. Say, pal, you don't look so good. Haste. Wait, what is he? Is that his hitting? All right, let's try to find some flinty. And my goals this time were to be camped near Beefalo, make a farm, and prepare for winter. Now, this guy is really strong, and when he's got a full belly, he's even stronger. Whoa, he definitely housed that, which is great if you know how to play the game. If you still don't know how to play the game like I do at this point, probably not the best pick, but hey, what are you gonna do? So I spent my first couple of days gathering resources, looking for Beefalo, doing my thing. I was actually able to get a ton of silk within the first 5 days, which kept me feeling good. I mean, this amount of silk is fantastic. I'll be able to make traps. And this time I was able to find something called a touchstone that was surrounded by pig heads, and I activated it, but I'm not sure what that means. What did that do? Inspect. Hop on rock. Do not know what this thing does. And after finding some pigs and fighting even more spiders, I finally found a beefalo herd right next to the pigs. Yes! Yes, dude. And I found a backpack. You're kidding me. Oh my gosh, bro. Thank you, Beefalo. It's good to see you, buddy. Which was a godsend. The next couple of days, I just planted my farms with Beefalo manure, made bird and rabbit traps, and cleared out my area to expand and build more stuff. I have winter preparing at the forefront of my mind, however. You can tell I'm getting better at the game just by doing that. The next few days, I grinded. I got resources, I planted crops, I saved up food. I was really making sure that I would be prepped for winter. And on day 21, it made itself known. Let's fight them, piggies. Let's get them, boys. How many of them? 2. Help me, pigs. What the hell? Those damn penguins. Kill them. Do they not kill the penguins? I guess they don't kill the penguins. Maybe if I attack one of them. No, that was a mistake. That was a huge mistake. Why on earth did I do that? I'm faster than y'all here. Winter came and I was able to build myself quite a good little wall barrier to protect me. And I actually used stone this time, and I had spent 2 days getting that. So that was big. This was a big win for me. I mean, I'm about to feel hella safe here. Now here's where I decide to just do something that I feel like I must do, and I actually kill my first pig. I don't want to do this, but I gotta survive winter. I had to do it. I had to do it. I did not. Yeah, that's why I did it. Ooh, gosh, that feels bad. And while killing the pig, he says, "I'm sorry, my friend," which made it even more devastating. He even says, "I'm sorry." At this point, things aren't going super well. I ran out of straw and could not make a fire and almost died. I don't have any straw, dude. I harvested some more, but at this point thought I would need to shear a beefalo to make a winter coat to keep myself warm. But I was able to go to a pig area and get berries. I genuinely am so concerned. These berries could save me. At this point, things weren't looking super good, so I tried to kill another pig, but all of his pals came and killed me. Oh. I did, however, get 2 trophies, Wicker Bottom for unlocking the
So-
Librarian and the Lumberjack for unlocking this Lumberjack guy. This time, I made it 25 days, one shy of my record. So on my 7th, I think this is my 7th playthrough, it's gotta be my 7th, I'm going to play as the robot, WX78. And apparently, I did read that he does not get cold, so I was really scared of winter at this point, and I like the fact that he did not get cold. The first 4 or 5 days, I just did the usual thing of exploring the island, gathering resources, and then I meandered on over to the ruins. And you don't want to be over by the ruins at day 5.
What is all this stuff? See, like, what is this ish? Oh my gosh.
This dude smoked me with a spell,
Oh
and
my
I died
gosh.
instantly. So I inevitably just decided to start again with Wilson. So on this, my 7th or 8th playthrough, which I'm losing track at this point, I'm Wilson, and I spent the first couple days doing my thing, but I really wanted to explore the map here. I really wanted to make sure I explored everything, found Beefalo, got their fur, and was ready for winter. I also learned that if I just ran along the outskirts of the map, it would be able to define things much better. I'd be able to get a general overview of how the map kind of aligns and where different resources are.
This is a big grass biome, and I have found the beefalo. So, and I found the pig headquarters.
So I was able to make my camp next to a revive station, which was insanely clutch. It was also right next to a pig village, and there were beefalo very close by. This was like a dream scenario. And I really wanted to make sure that I had a surplus of materials. So I spent so much time gathering a surplus of twigs, grass, and flint. I explored the map very well. I got a good feel for it. I explored at night even. I took my torch out and explored at night. And it was just going well. I was feeling very positive.
Day 7, I will make camp.
I was feeling like I could come up with some sort of great winter plan. And because I had such a surplus of materials, on day 12, I hatched a genius plan.
Yep, that's a bet. That's a bet.
Where if you catch rabbits in traps, you can actually store them in chests.
Because if I can keep catching these guys, man, can just put them in there and they don't die.
So if you catch rabbits in traps, you can just keep them in chests and they don't go back. And then you can kill them for more. I did notice that living next to the pigs is a total hack, as they kill all of the hogs that come for us every 5 days or so.
That's why you hang out with them.
Get them, boys. And just like that, I made it back to winter, which started on day 21.
Oh, God, I forgot about them. Here come the hogs, boys. Here comes the hogs, boys. Oh my gosh, the penguins are attacking them too. I think. Good job, penguins.
I also had made up my mind that I wanted to remain as close to camp as possible and not get into any desperate situations where I make a bad mistake and die, like running into walrus.
Okay, taking those penguin eggs is going to be big.
On day 22, I was excited to find out that the rabbits still come out during winter, and I went to check on my traps, and there were Arctic bunnies, which was a good sign.
I think this will continue working because look at all these rabbits over here. I mean, they're not going anywhere. They're just Arctic bunnies now.
After a couple more days of surviving, I learned that if you give the Pig King things, he actually gives you a golden nugget, and that was clutch.
Whoa, he gave me a golden nugget. Thank you, sir. What if I give him something else? Whoa, every time I give him food, he gives you a gold nugget? Are you kidding me? That's crazy.
So as I amassed my army of rabbits that are still alive in my chests, I just kind of started hunkering down for winter and did not really see any reason to leave the area that I'm in. And just like that, I had made it to day 26, which is as far as I've ever gone.
Here they are, fellas. Get them. Get them, boys.
Get him, boys.
I was doing pretty damn good. My stats were all very positive, and I'm not short of many resources at all. Also, during winter, these penguins pop up, and they're really loud and obnoxious.
Dang it.
And they kind of do their own thing. If you don't mess with them, they won't mess with you, but they do lay eggs, and they sleep. So on the night of the 26th, I discovered they sleep, and I stole some of their eggs.
The penguins, do they sleep? It doesn't sound like they do. Oh, they do. They do sleep. They sleep. That's big.
I also had made some sleeping bags, and because the nights in winter were so long and I was concerned about Wilson's sanity, I began sleeping through the night.
My theory is correct. Oh my gosh, he's hungry. Yep, sleeping does restore sanity.
And I was pretty easily able to make it to day 31. The next couple of days, I tended to everything. I got some more grass. I learned how to get charcoal.
So if you burn a tree and then chop it, it gives you charcoal.
I did have to look that up.
I did look that one up.
But then, on the night of the 33rd day, I heard a terrifying noise.
What the hell was that? Absolutely, what was that?
And on day 34, the snow began melting, which meant I had potentially survived my first winter.
Hey! Let's go! The snow melted. Let's freaking go, bro. Yes. Am I surviving winter? Oh my gosh. Look at all these eggs. They're probably bad. Oh, hey, they're not. They're not even in bad shape. Rotten. There's the rotten ones. Did a penguin die here? What the heck is that? What the hell? What is that thing, bro? Oh my gosh. I'm sorry for taking the eggs, dude. Help me, Pig King! Please! No!
And then on day 34, all hell
Bro,
decides to break loose
what?
as this insanely huge
Okay,
giant
all
monster
right,
shows
all right.
up.
Maybe the beefalo will fight him?
So I tried to lead him towards the beefalo so that they would fight and kill him.
Yeah. Look. Look. He's gonna kill your... Oh! Get him, boys! No! Get him, boys! Get him!
He subsequently killed all of them.
Oh, no! He just killed all of them! No! Look at all that meat! Oh, God! Oh, my gosh, dude! He just destroyed that, bro! No way!
He's now chasing me around, and I learned that this was
Deer
called a
clops.
deer
That's what
clop,
it's
something
called.
that
Ow!
comes every so often out of winter.
Go, no, please! No, 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 no! Okay, I think I can actually do this. No, 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 wait. No, wait. No. What is the freaking tree guy doing here, too? Fight him, please, help me. Help me! Yes, Get him, tree, please help me.
And like a guardian angel, like a knight in shining armor, a tree guardian came out of nowhere.
This is epic, dude. Get him. Oh my gosh, that is so epic.
And they duked it out in the most epic battle I've ever seen.
Look at them just trading blows left and right. Yes! Thank you, tree. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
So after collecting myself from the state of sudden
Oh
shock by being
my
attacked by that
gosh.
insanely large monster, I was able to make it back to camp and make a crock pot.
Let me see if I can make a, Okay, I can make a crock pot now.
Now, I'd also gotten so much meat from the beefalo that the deer clops had killed, and fur. And my first time attempting to cook on my crock pot, I accidentally lit it on fire and burned it.
No. No, that was the wrong thing to do, I think. Oh no, now I don't have a crock pot anymore.
After a few more days of foraging and doing various other little things, my meat dried on some drying racks, which was also a clutch invention.
And perfect timing. have dried meat.
And on the evening of day 37, I made a prestitatitator.
Okay, now I should be able to make it. A prestitatitator. A prestitatitator. Whoa! What is... That is not... I thought I was going to put it on. What does this allow me to do now?
I wanted to try to learn magic because I feel like it will help me defend myself just in general, as well as kill anything that I might need to kill.
How do I even use magic? This is the thing.
I was also able to make an ice staff, which I'm assuming I just hit things with and it'll freeze them in place.
Check this out. I made an ice staff.
Next, I headed down to an area with a lot of gravestones and started to dig up some graves, and also collected more grass, twigs, and flint on the way. So I am 100% completing this game. That's my goal. But at this point, I realized that I did not have to survive continuously in the game to unlock the last two characters, which were Wes and Maxwell. In order to do that, I would actually need to survive what's called adventure mode, which you access through going through Maxwell's door, which we had encountered earlier but decided not to go through because it looked terrifying. I'd actually already found Maxwell's door on this world, so I decided to just kind of go over there and take a look-see at it.
There's the door. You rest up into a long, arduous journey to find Maxwell. You will need to survive 5 worlds, each randomly generated, to present a new challenge. Not yet. Okay.
And I didn't know how adventure mode worked at all, so I had to read quite a few forums and Reddit posts. And a lot of people, when you type in "Don't Starve" on Google, it's about Don't Starve Together. You got to do some digging to find information about the original game. But adventure mode is synonymous with this game. I don't think it's in Don't Starve Together. So yeah, I just kind of did some research and learned about it. And on my way to Maxwell's door, I actually found this thing called an eye bone, and this little chest pumpkin looking thingy started following me around, who was insanely cute. And now that I found him, I cannot imagine my life in Don't Starve without him. His name is Chester, and he is incredible, and I cannot believe it's taken me this long to find him.
Come on, Chester. We depart.
I'd actually passed an eye bone earlier and did not want to pick it up because I was afraid of it, but I just had the balls to do it this time, and glad I did. Glad the balls are there.
I don't like that noise. I know what that is. Okay. Adventure mode time. The game is afoot. Hold on. Oh, you found my portal, did you? You'd think you would have learned your lesson by now. Okay. Immediately want to try to kill the divining rod holder. So, I see beefalo, I see spideys. That looks like a very long day. I'm gonna need to kill that beefalo. I'm gonna need to I need to find some flint ASAP. It's not looking like I'm gonna survive this. I'm just gonna say that right now. I can burn the spiders. That's good and helpful. Maybe it'll burn the beefalos alive. I don't know. Well, I don't quite want them. Can I burn a beefalo? Should I do it? I think I have to risk it here. Oh, yeah. Oh, he's on fire. Yeah, they're all attacking me. He's for sure on fire. At least I'm warm. Yeah, I'm gonna die. Faux shizzo. Okay, I died.
So for the next 2 hours or so, I attempted adventure mode, and I died over and over again. And I realized, hey, I want to 100% complete this game. I want to do just about everything there is to do in the game, and also learn how to really play the game well, which I had barely scratched the surface at this point, before even attempting anything like this challenge. So I just decided I would be coming back to adventure mode after I had survived a right proper amount of days and knew exactly what I was doing when I got in. This was also around the time I had a conversation with my buddy who recommended this game to me for my channel.
Why are they on fire?
And I showed him me playing the game, and he literally said that I was playing the game like an absolute buffoon and idiot. When I showed him that I hadn't even made a thermal stone to survive my first winter, he audibly laughed out loud and was in shock. He said his brain was melting because of what he was watching. So, in tandem with not wanting to do adventure mode, I realized it would be a good idea to just really get good at the game, try to make everything I could as much as it benefited me and my playstyle, and just go from there. And that is exactly what I did. So I headed back to camp and I made a pan flute, which would allow me to shear beefalo in the daytime by putting them to sleep. Pan flute. Okay, let's see what this action's about. What does it do? Oh, it puts them to sleep. Okay, so that way I can shear them in the daytime. Nice. I next decided that I wanted to go ahead and make a bee farm. I hadn't interacted with bees whatsoever this whole time, but I wanted to go ahead and see what they did. So I promptly made a bee hat and a net and started catching bees. Okay, let me see how this works. Let me see if I can catch a bee. Aha! Easy. They didn't like that. I also destroyed their nest, which gave me honeycombs and honey. You can withstand a ton of stings, man. Once I made it back to my camp, I began clearing out trees for my bee farm. And once I put down 3 bee farms, there were bees everywhere. And I know that you're supposed to put flowers around the bee farm. I know that now. But fortunately, the berry bushes were enough for them. Maybe if I put flowers down, they would have given me honey faster. However, this is what I did. Next, I waltzed over to the fleshy bulb thingy, which spawns all the eyes. And I read online that it could be used to harvest spider silk. So I went and planted it by some spiders. Oh gosh, I hate him. Around this time, I garnered up the confidence to attempt something that I had initially tried when I first started playing this game, which was to jump into the tunnel. But before doing so, I saved and quit just in case anything crazy happened and I just needed to cancel the game and just close it all together. Save and quit. So I'm gonna jump down here into this sinkhole. Stalagmite. Okay, I can get more rocks down here. That's great. I was able to move around the cave a bit. I got some light bulbs and guano, and I was chased by bats and this terrifying worm creature. Oh my gosh! The hell was that? Whoa, 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 whoa. Chill, fam. Chill, fam. So after spending literally about 7 minutes in there, I left. I then decided to go to another cave that was close by, and it turned out it was an entirely different cave. They were not connected. Okay, what the heck are those things, dude? What is going on here? Here, there were these giant carrot hut thingy, and we're gonna get to these guys going later. To attack terrible creature that I haven't seen yet because they didn't do anything. They're scared. I just stole their carrots and left. On night 55, however, I got attacked by hogs and thought it was all over. I was so close to death. F me, dude. No, 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 no. I'm gonna have to just run around. I'm gonna have to just run around them. Oh, man, they came at night. They came at night. Chester, come on. We gotta get out of here. We're going to the beefalo. I almost just died. I literally thought I was going to die. But fortunately, I was able to actually pull through and survive. Here's a good time to say this. If you're not prepared for night, if your fire's not ready, and the most basic things, if you don't consistently do the most basic thing in this game, it will punish you and you will die. So you constantly have to do the things that you did on the first couple of days. You have to get grass, you have to get twigs, you got to get flint, logs, you got to make sure your fire is on and ready before night hits. If you're just doing other stuff and forget about it, you will die. We are now at day 56, and we are twice as far as I've ever gotten before, and winter is back upon us. My second winter is now here. And this time, I decided to make a thermal stone and learned what it did. Let me just go ahead and make a thermal stone. You keep it by the fire, it warms up, and it actually keeps you warm during the day. I also wanted to make another beefalo hat, and then I hadn't really made anything in the crock pot yet. I still had just been kind of eating morsels and all this stuff. So I finally cooked up some morsels and meat and made meatballs. Okay, I made meatballs,
which are a staple dish in this game. And then something absolutely devastating happened. I'm sure it's happened to you before if you play this original game. While trying to kill a beefalo, I accidentally killed my best buddy, Chester. Did I just fucking kill Chester, bro? Oh my gosh. I was devastated. Oh my gosh. I just killed Chester. You know what? You're gonna die for that. Wait, I don't have my armor. I don't have my armor. I don't have my armor. Oh my gosh. No. No. I did not know what to do about it. It made me very sad. But fortunately, the next day, Chester came back. Oh my gosh, he's back. Oh, he's back. Thank goodness gracious. Oh my gosh. Thank goodness. Then on day 60, I found a crack, which I'd seen these throughout all my playthroughs, but I never clicked on them. I thought they were just beefalo. I'm gonna follow those tracks. But after clicking on them, I realized if I followed them enough, it was a koalefant. Okay, so this is not a beefalo. Maybe this is that elephant thing. There it is. That must be it. All right, here we go. You got to try it sometime. You're either a baller or you ain't. He's running away from me. And after hunting it and finding it, I was able to kill it. Yes! Worth the hunt. Worth the frickin' hunt, bro. Which gave me meat, and it also gave me a trunk, which I can make a puffy winter vest out of. I then decided I wanted to go ahead and tame a beefalo and try to ride it. How do I get a beefalo over here? If I saddle one, I could bring it over here. That's what I'm gonna do. So I made a saddle. But in order to do that first, I would need to make a farm. So I began clearing out an area by erasing trees close to my base, which was already a smart thing. But unfortunately, before doing much of that, I was attacked by hogs again at evening time. Oh wait, I'm gonna need a torch. Yeah, nah, I can survive. That fire's going for a while. Chester, run! They killed him. Those bastards just killed him. They got another thing coming, which I did survive, but they killed Chester. How about you chill out? But now knowing that he would come back, I wasn't sad. It's just kind of a hassle because he drops everything you had in him and you got to pick it all back up, wait for him to get back, put it all in. I then spent a good bulk of my time clearing out the area for what I'm calling the ranch. Oh, the ranch, the Beefalo Ranch. Gosh dang it. Yay, Chester's back. Hey, buddy. But I would need to make wooden fences and a gate. And in my quest to collect resources and materials, I accidentally burned the entire forest around my house down. No, 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 no. Please, please don't. Just, oh my God. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's gonna burn everything down. It's gonna burn this whole forest down. And after getting past day 69, and what looks to be our second winter, the Beefalo Ranch is ready for beefalo. Hey, we survived another winter. But before putting them in there, I made some salt lick for them so they could have some snacks when they got in. Let me make a couple salt licks. That's what I'll do. And then on day 71, I tried to saddle a beefalo. Chester, come on, boy. All right. I don't want to try to put the saddle on the beefalo quite yet. So let's try to do this. Well, he is angry, but to no avail. Did not want me to put a saddle on it. Well, how do you get it to not be angry? So I looked it up, and apparently I have to increase its obedience level by feeding it. That's what I'm going to do. So instead of saddling him, I just fed him twigs, and he followed me all the way into my ranch. Let's go! Let's go, dude. And then, of course, what happens seasonally with the beefalo is they go into heat, they start mating, and you can't do anything with them at this point because they will attack you. That's where, at the beginning of the video, I say they're the worst. They do become the worst because it's really frustrating. You can't hardly get them away from each other because they will all bum rush you at the same time. On day 76, I decided to harvest some more silk because the beefalo thing was going to be in the background for now. And I actually awakened a spider queen. Oh, shoot. And this is where I had a thought because she came very close to camp. I wanted to build a pig army to fight against the spiders. And I'll tell you what I'm going to start doing is building more pigs. So I have an army of pigs. In order to make a pig army, I would need some stone, and this map that I was on, this randomly generated map, had like no rocks on it. But fortunately, you could get rocks from the underground, from the tunnels, the caves. So that's what I knew I needed to do. I needed to go into the caves to mine to get stones, which was a terrifying prospect, but I knew I would have to do it. I'm assuming each map lacks maybe one resource. Rocks are probably the worst one to lack because they don't spawn. Everything else respawns except for rock. But before doing that, I made a miner hat. Give me that miner hat. Yes, sir. Which was clutch because it would essentially allow me to see while using my pickaxe. This thing is awesome. And this is where I first encountered the terrifying bunnies. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh my gosh. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Who, while I watched an epic battle between spiders, tentacles, and bunnies, almost killed me. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. We're getting out, we're getting out, we're getting out. Oh, I was fortunately able to get out, though. Sorry, I wanted to keep focusing on the pig farm here, so I went and killed some pigs. You've got to go. I know. And was able to build my first pig hut. Pig house! Yay! I ventured into killing the pigs that were close to my camp, which was fine. I would kind of lead them away and then just murder them. Oh, shoot! Shoot. Okay, that's better. And I decided I would build my next one close to the large spider net. In the meantime, I also was able to make a refrigerator, which could store food for me. Look at that. Now I got an ice box. After killing a large amount of pigs, a bunch of scary monsters with bags started chasing after me and collecting items that were on the ground. What is that? What the heck are these things? What are those, dude? I was able to run away from them pretty easily. They ended up not being very hostile. They just steal your resources. And when I got back to camp, I made the resurrection thing that could revive Wilson if he died. Press the hatata. Aha! Look at this. Got a res beacon, baby. Another one. So now I have 2 revive. And on day 88, I decided to go explore some of the map that I really haven't spent a lot of time in, the northern part of the map. And here I found some pig heads that were mounted on spikes, and I realized I could destroy them with my hammer and get a good amount of skin. Oh, hey. I can get skin from these. So I was able to make 4 pig houses after all the time getting skins and stone and everything else. All right. So after making enough pig houses, I decided I wanted to test my luck at what's called, I believe, a ruin run, where you go to the ruin area where these scary monsters are and you fight them, essentially. Next plan of attack. Head down there and kill those things for training. For adventure mode, because I knew I would be encountering these guys in adventure mode. I wanted to see what they were actually like. And the only experience I had with them so far was when I got one-shotted by them, which was terrifying. So my next plan was to head towards those ruins and make a new camp so that I can train against them. And by this time, I was entering my 3rd winter, which I thought was bonkers. The last longest I had survived since this time was day 26, and now I'm on day 92. All right, Broncos country. Let's ride. I was able to settle close to the bees, and I killed a lot of the hives, which gave me honey, honeycomb, all the good stuff. I got so much honey. There's 2 of them. Oh, there's a pig there. See, and they've got hog, buddy. And now I had a vengeance and a vendetta that I needed to revisit. There was a walrus camp close by, and you'll be gosh darned if you think I'm not going to kill those dang walruses. And then I was able to absolutely smoke the walrus and his hog buddy. Oh, that was easy. Okay, he went down pretty quick. Sorry, boy. That was awesome. And it felt so good. Revenge has never tasted quite so sweet. And the hat that the main walrus guy dropped is like the best, has to be the best hat in the game. I mean, it boosts Wilson's sanity like crazy. Crazy. And it keeps you warm too. Taimo Shantar. What does it do? Does it keep me warm? Nice.
So after that massive victory, I was hitting my stride. I decided to go scope out the ruins to get a feel for what these goobers had to offer.
Okay, I killed that guy very easily. Okay, so these guys drop the gears. There we go. I want to kill these guys first because Chester's gonna die. They drop gears. Oh my gosh. He just ran through the entire forest.
Fortunately, I had a log armor, a pig hat, and a tentacle spike on, which is like the best combo you can have. I mean, marble armor is great, but it slows you down drastically. Log armor provides enough protection. The pig hat does great.
All right, I
tentacle
killed the
spike
rook.
does the most damage.
I'm back.
I was actually able to kill every single cog machine here, and it was awesome.
Okay. Hey, I did it.
After feeling super confident, I headed back to my original camp and started crafting the stuff that needed the ghost icon, which turns out is called Nightmare.
Should I make gunpowder?
And I didn't exactly know how to make it. I read online that you get it from burning green mushrooms, but that's not how you do it. And then shortly thereafter, I made it to day 100, which was a massive milestone.
Oh, and I'm on day 100. I cannot believe I made it to day 100. That's crazy, dog. That is crazy.
And I was so excited that I decided to go spelunking yet again because I needed more rocks.
All right. Gotta risk it. Gotta risk it.
But I had a surprise waiting for me immediately when I returned.
Oh my gosh, they're back. You're effing kidding me.
That's right. The bunnies were still there.
I may be able to kill them here, actually.
Waiting, and almost killed me, but fortunately, I had so much grit and determination, I was not going to die. I was able to kill them.
Oh my gosh, they do hit hard. They do hit very hard. Look at how I'm almost dead. Oh my goodness. Absolute gracious.
And this trip was the craziest of all of them. I was able to get so many resources. I was well stacked, well equipped, but everything down here is trying to kill you. Literally everything. There were 2 spider queens that spawned. The bunnies were attacking them, and the tentacles were attacking the bunnies and the spiders. The spiders were attacking the tentacles. It was madness.
Look at all of them fighting.
But I got so much silk, so many spider glands, a lot of carrots, a lot of meat. I destroyed a couple bunny huts and got planks and all sorts of stuff.
I feel good about that run.
After making it out of there, I killed some beefalo for meat, and then I decided I would really focus on making nightmare food.
Beefalo, where are you? Hey, he's kind of away from his herd anyways. I wish it wasn't freaking mating season. Oh, he's already pissed. Maybe they die easier in minis. He died in like 2 hits.
So I took care of some chores, and then after feeding a beefalo grass, I decided to saddle it, and it accepted.
Ah! Yeah!
And this thing books.
Let's go! That's so gangster, dude. That's so gangster.
I went all the way back south to the base I had made previously and picked the evil flowers that were there that really hurt Wilson's sanity. But this is how I learned I could actually make nightmare fuel, is by evil flowers. So I grabbed more and more, and Wilson's sanity dropped. You start seeing the shadow creatures again that I haven't seen in ages because at this point, I mean, I've been keeping the brain super solid. So when I got back to camp, I made a shadow manipulator, which allowed me to make even more crazy stuff.
All right, I can make it. Shadow manipulator.
And then on day 110, I made arguably the clutchest item ever that I hadn't made yet, a walking stick.
Ah, walking cane. Look at that. Apparently they make me move fast. Oh yeah, I move way faster.
Which made me fly. It makes you move way faster. You move just about as fast as you do when you're riding a beefalo. Here I had the courage to go spelunking yet again for more resources. And I went to the hole that I had jumped in the second time, but I haven't been back there since. And that cave is a literal nightmare.
Attack the right thing. It's just utter mayhem in here right when you walk in. Bunnies are probably the scariest part of it. Alright, it's not what you want to do. I'm just going to kill him. Oh my gosh, I can't do it. I can't do it. I cannot do it. Oh, this is bad. This is bad. This is bad. This is bad. I gotta grab that. Oh, thank goodness. Just leave. Just leave. You guys want to leave. Immediately when I got down there, I almost died. Oh my gosh. If I'm still alive, I have no idea. So I decided to leave because it spawns you right next to a rabbit camp, and they just decided to start killing you. Oh my gosh. So I went back to the original one. Back to the sinkhole. I did go back to the safer sinkhole, cave, whatever you want to call it, and gathered some more resources and made it back to camp where I was able to make a rabbit hutch. Where should I put him? Probably by the spider. Right here. And like I said earlier, if you're not prepared for every night and everything that happens, you will die. So that night, I was attacked by hogs. I was not prepared, and I actually did die. But the revive thing did save me, and I came back. I do have that. And now the pig should be going to work. Oh my gosh, the beefalo got out. Save me. They're so mad I died. Kill them, pig army. Kill them. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. However, I started making a lot of mistakes here as just my morale decreased after my first death. I went out in the middle of the night trying to collect grass because I was out of it. And for the first time in the game, I died because my light ran out. And I didn't have enough wood to make a fire. Why did I do that? Why did I do that? Fortunately, I did have the touchstone that also was able to resurrect me, so I wasn't entirely dead yet. But now, I could not get revived again. My morale was low after dying 2 times in a very quick succession. So after building a rabbit hutch and another pig house, my morale finally started going up. I'm now on day 121, and I start just getting wood and getting more resources. At this point, I really feel like I've done so much of the game. I think at this point I could really survive very long because I've got it down. I could go kill beefalo. There's plenty of beefalo close by. I would take the marble armor and do that because it's so freaking goated. So I'm feeling really good, but I decided to go ahead and make a life-giving amulet just to give me another resurrection if I needed it. And on day 122, I decided to get 2 more trophies that were lingering that I hadn't done yet. After I finish these 2, I will only have 2 more to unlock to 100% the game. And these were the trophies for making the Accomplish Shrine and using it. I'm building an Accomplish Shrine. Look on my works. So I got Look on my works for making the Accomplish Shrine. Next, I got And Despair for using the Accomplish Shrine 725 times, which takes about 11 minutes of holding X right next to it. Yay, there we go. And Despair. Let's go, baby. For the very first time, I also then made some paper. I had yet to make paper. I haven't made paper. And I made my first marble suit. Check this thing out. Also, Chester has not been around us for quite a while, so I found him on the map and saved him. Chester, where you at, brother? There you are, guy. Come on, buddy. When I got back to camp, I built another crock pot and then a bird cage. Build the bird cage first. Yeah, buddy. I got a bird cage. And then because I had enough resources, I went ahead and made what's called a one-man band. Yep, I'm making a one-man band. I'm not sure what it is, but I'm making it. What is it? What is it? It pretty much plays a bunch of instruments for you, and the pigs love it. Oh, yeah. Rock on, man. I'm guessing it does something with the pigs. So because here I'm feeling very positive about things, I really could continue surviving for, I really think, as long as I needed to. I've got my resources. Okay. I've got my morale up. I can go spelunking. I can make another miner hat. At this point, I'm going to go ahead and try adventure mode. So I began by making another revive beacon type thingy. Now I can revive. And next I actually made a bird cage. I'm gonna wait for a birdie. Got him. Let me put a bird in that bad boy. Check this out. I'm imprisoning the bird. And now it was time to try my hand at the infamous adventure mode. Okay, here we go. Let's begin. Back to it. So adventure mode is split up into 5, really 6
card/chapters, and each chapter is a different difficult scenario that you will have to overcome. And you won't get all of them every time. There's about 8 or 9 that you could potentially get, and they give them to you in random orders. And in order to unlock the next 2, and really the final 2 characters of the game, I'll have to beat adventure mode and play it probably a couple times to get both of them. But the first one is Maxwell, who we unlock by beating adventure mode. So my first task was to just beat adventure mode and figure out how to do that. Yeah. Okay, here I am. Take this thing up first. There's gotta be a winter hat around here somewhere. The first chapter I started off with was called The Game is Afoot. And this is where the difficulty of adventure mode really sinks in. Already not looking very good, folks. You are swarmed by all sorts of creatures. The weather is atrocious. You have to constantly manage your sanity, your hunger, and your health, or you will die quickly, as I did this. Yep. Okay. That's not going to do it. So I went ahead and tried again. All right, let's go in again, see if we get Archipelago. And this time I got a cold reception. So on day 1, I just gathered resources, but was under constant rain, which made Wilson's sanity drop pretty substantial. What an expert. Man. Gosh, that's freaking genius. I did gather enough flowers to build a garland, and I was trying to focus on building a science machine. And then I'm gonna need a science machine soon. On day 2, I did nab the ring thing. Yay, I found the ring thingy. Nice. And I was able to kill a pig. So what you want to do in adventure mode is you want to collect all 4 items that are required to make the teleporter that will transfer you to the next chapter. You need a ring thing, a crank thing, a potato thing, no, the teleportato thing, and a box thing. And then somewhere on the map will be the teleporter, which allows you to move to the next chapter. Now, I have a tool called a divining rod, which when you're in the vicinity of one of the things, it beeps, and it beeps faster and faster and faster. Oh, yeah, baby. Look what we found, boys. But you have to scour the entire map to find all 4 of these things. There is no small feat. Things are trying to kill you. The weather is constantly trying to kill you. Everything is going crazy. This sucks, dude. Shortly thereafter, though, I did die yet again. Sucks. So, we gotta keep trying. I went back in. Whee! And this time, I got the chapter Archipelago. Yay! Archipelago. I've read that this one is easier, so I'm looking forward to it. Apparently, the weather is not as bad. This one consists of jumping through wormholes and going to different islands to gather the things and different resources and whatnot. So I kind of scouted the map on day 1. And on day 2, I jumped through the wormhole and was able to find the ring thing. Always the ring thing first. Hey, a winter hat. On day 3, I gathered some more resources. And then on day 4, I was able to find even more wormholes. Now, this is really where the difficulty of adventure mode sat in for me, and I began to get very discouraged. And at this time, I started thinking, you know what? Maybe I gotta find another way to do this. And maybe Wilson ain't that guy, Chief. Because on day 5, as I was trying to heal myself, I was killed. And there we go. There we go. Oh. So like I said, I kind of went to the Reddit forum. I went everywhere. I read Steam forums, Reddit forum. I read everything. And I found that WX, the robot, would be a good character to be because he can get boosted when he eats cog. All right. Time to be WX. Now, I hadn't really played with him at all. I had never experienced him eating a cog or what it would do, but what it actually does is it really boosts his stats like crazy. So I was excited about this prospect. So I made a new world as WX, and I looked immediately for Maxwell's door. Here we are, folks. We are gonna be this goober. Apparently, when you eat cogs, his stats go dummy hard. Well, let's try it. And on our first chapter, we were taken to the Archipelago. Yes! Thank goodness. Thank goodness, bro. On day 1, I found a miner's cap and a tentacle spike, which were 2 awesome finds, and I'll get to why. Hey, that's clutch. Hey, look at that. A miner's cap.
Oh my gosh, that is massive.
Farm.
Oh, tentacle spike. Oh my gosh, this run is looking great. And immediately when I jumped through one of the wormholes, I found the ruins. Oh my gosh. That was crazy. We found the ruins. It was great because I could farm cogs. Let's have these spiders kill these cogs. Get them, boys. Not me. Please, not me. He can one-shot me. And this was scary while trying to get some cogs and almost dying. Ah, F! I don't think this is the way to do it. I need stronger foes. I was able to make a log suit and kill the clockwork creatures. That's what I call them, clockwork creatures. Yeah, I'm definitely going to hold on to some of these guys. Oh my gosh, I feel so powerful. Which gave my stats an insane boost. The great thing about these gears is that you can save, really hold them, and they pretty much will boost all your stats to the top if you're ever in a pinch. Dude, like that will just save my life instantaneously. But if you get 10 or 15 of them, I mean, you've pretty much got like 10 or 15 immediate stat revive. They also increase WX's maximum stats each time, so it gets all of his levels up high, so you become like a freaking tank. So on day 4 of Archipelago, I found the box thing. All right. And people say to play Archipelago first, which is fine. I get it. As WX, it's not the best. I realize on this run that I got super lucky by finding the clockwork machines first, but you don't often find them. And until you find them as WX, he's kind of useless. This level is also incredibly disorienting because you've got to remember which wormholes lead you where, and it's just so frustrating. So after being here for a substantial amount of time, I found everything.
Okay. We've got everything. We can get out of here now.
But I did want to make sure I had prototypes of some important things before I left, so I kind of looked at the crafting machine and then realized, I'm probably okay.
Man, I'm doing good. Okay, I've got a football helmet that I'm going to bring with me. I'm honestly probably going to bring the tentacle with me. And then the pigskin and miner hat. So I think I'm good.
When you leave each world to go to the next chapter, you get a chance to bring 4 items that you currently have with you. And everything else in your inventory will be completely and utterly destroyed. So I brought my miner hat, my football helmet, my gold, and my tentacle spike.
Okay, let's get going, boys. This will remove all your items for your current world. Only items placed in the machine will appear in the next world.
Let's go. Okay, we've made it through 1 of 5, and I'm feeling way better. And now off to the second chapter, which is the King of Winter.
King of Winter. Okay, great. This is not the one we want, I think. I think this one is actually very tough. And somehow everything's already on fire.
And this one sucks. This one sucks real bad. It is absolutely crazy. The entire time, it is freezing. And if you run anywhere away from a flame, you will freeze to death. And I know I don't do this conventionally, but what I do is I run around with a torch and I burn just about everything in sight in order to stay warm. This chapter is very intense, very high stress, because you constantly need to manage your warmth or you will freeze to death quickly. I also found an activation table here, which was relatively comforting because that meant if I did end up dying, I would revive here.
Oh my gosh, that's clutch.
And this is where it also set in that finding everything was going to take a long time. And you really do get better each chapter you play of kind of figuring out where stuff is or the best way to do it. Like running on the edges is very important here because there will be some random path that takes you to an entirely different portion of the map. And you can miss it if you're not really running on the edges. But the scale and size of these maps are so much different. It is crazy.
Man, it is tough surviving here.
Fortunately, though, on my travels, I did stumble across a backpack which contained a thermal stone and some blueprints, which was insanely clutch.
There's a backpack to my right, actually. For sure taking that.
Oh my gosh, a winter hat. Oh my gosh.
Oh, this guy already has stuff.
Oh my god! He had a thermal stone. Oh my gosh, he had a thermal stone in his backpack. Holy crap. Holy crap, dude. I was feeling super confident also because I had no idea how I was surviving. To me, this was like the most difficult thing I'd done in this game so far. But because I had eaten the cogs, WX was pretty strong at this point. Dude, I was finally able to find the clockwork machines as well. Yes! Yes, dude. And get some more cogs by killing them. Yes! Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, guys. Oh my gosh. Oh my. Oh! Let's freaking go! Oh my goodness gracious. Me oh my. Which is just an incredible boost. Holy mackerel. That's the deer clops. That's for sure the deer clops. I did hear the noise of a deer clops, however, but he did not manage to be a giant issue. Lucky for me, also, I came across some walruses and smoked them. There he is. Hey, walrus guy. Kill him. Oh, he dropped the hat! He dropped the hat. He dropped the hat, ladies and gentlemen. And the king walrus actually dropped his hat, which is called the Tam O'Shanter. Clops. Old pal. It ain't even like that. Which was a huge plus because this thing boosts your sanity like crazy. I then encountered a major issue. I could not, for the life of me, find this freaking crank thing. I had all the other things, but I could not find the crank. That's where it would be. How do I get past here? So I came across these obelisks, which would not let me pass, and I did not know what to do. So I frantically searched the internet, as one does, and I learned that if you drop your character's sanity low enough, they will actually be able to pass through the obelisk into the next area. So I just ran around and started collecting and eating evil flowers, which I wouldn't recommend anybody do. It dropped WX's sanity like crazy, and I finally was able to pass through. I mean, I don't want to die. Okay, I had to get him unbelievably low. You had to get to... That was so low. Fortunately, I felt comfortable enough because I could pretty much instantly get it back up by eating some hogs, which I did after getting the crank. I saw some berry. After getting that, I finally beat King of Winter. It took me 16 days, which is a long time. That's gangster. Activate. Oh. Woohoo! Now, if it's not the Two World one, we'll see which one it is. Now I'm heading to chapter 3, which is called Two World. And you don't always get two worlds, but if you do, you cannot unlock the other character whose name is Wes. But we're just focusing on unlocking Maxwell on this run. And Two Worlds was fantastic because it's super nice. I mean, the first world you come into and you can gather as many resources as you want. You can really build anything you want. There's nothing trying to kill you. The days are incredibly long. I'm not listening when you say goodbye. Which is awesome. But when you jump into this wormhole, which is the scariest looking wormhole you'll ever see, things get a little crazy. So I was able to gather enough resources. I made my armor. I had my cogs. I was feeling confident. We're as ready as we'll ever be. All right, Bravo 6 is going dark. Let's do this. And then I jump through the hole. Here we are. Bikini, but fortunately I was able to find the clockwork things again pretty quickly, which was a huge win. And we got our clockwork, boys. Look at them sweet baby cogs. And I got tons of gear, which was fantastic. Oh my gosh, dude. I'm about to be unstoppable, I think. You encounter some absolutely wild things in here. Like I came upon this scene of tentacles and these murloc creatures just going at it and spiders on a scale that I've yet to see in the entire game. Oh, this is like, they got a whole village over here. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh my gosh. Oh, holy macaroni grill. I will say of all of them that I played thus far, this was by far the easiest just because you could spend as much time as you needed to preparing. And then once you get running away from things down, it gets pretty good. But that pales in comparison to what I'm fixing to face. Oh, hey. So I made it to the next chapter, which was The Game is Afoot. No, it's The Game is Afoot. Dude, I should have brought the thermal stone, man. And now that I was so OP as WX, it was pretty simple to find everything. I just started by getting my bearings, using the divining rod to figure out where everything was,
Okay.
all the things, and that was very helpful.
Go. The ring thing is mine.
The only thing I noticed on this world was
we're hot
flint
trail.
was surprisingly slow to come by, which there are some serious problems with that.
However, I might have screwed up by using all my flint for frickin'.
Now, on these adventure modes, as you can see, you also have Chester. You can find Chester's eyeball, and he's just the best. He makes this game 10 times better because he's so cute, and he's so loyal, and when he dies, it's always tough. So I was putting all of the things in Chester, but I stopped doing that because he would get stuck on walls and die, or get trapped by spiders, which happened a couple times. I came into a crazy scenario where I barely survived because he died, and there were a million spiders around me trying to kill me. Chester died! He effing died. It's very frantic. And like I said, you'll spend a lot of time in adventure mode looking aimlessly, and you won't find a thing. It's very deflating, but when you find something, it's incredible.
Nothing. Yes, flint. Flint and a pickaxe.
And after finding all of the things and making it to the teleport area, I was able to travel to the next world.
Okay. Rock. Oh, and there's some cogs over there. No.
And this chapter is called Darkness. And darkness, quite intense.
He's gotten terrifying.
However, if you use the method that I used in King of Winter and just burn a lot of things, it's not too bad because you can see and you kind of get this internal clock where you know when something's going to go out or how long something's going to be lit, which is very helpful. Also, there are these torches. They're called Maxwell's torches that light up when you get close to them. I will say, it was terrifying, though, running around in the dark and thinking that if I lost any light, I would die, and I would have to start everything over. I found 2 activation stones here, which was comforting as well.
Yay, look at that. Okay. That's clutch. That is clutch.
Also, at this point, I'm a freaking tank as WX, so things don't kill me that easily, so I wasn't too worried. And I also had plenty of gears to eat if I got in trouble. It was mainly just about keeping everything lit up. And when you don't have to worry about your stats, and you only have to think about keeping everything lit, it wasn't too bad.
Gotta activate it. It's activated, baby. That's clutch. Oh my gosh, I did it. Let's go. Let's go.
So I made it all the way through into the epilogue.
Epilogue. Yes.
Where we encounter Maxwell.
Yay. There you are, guy. Hey, man.
We actually get Maxwell out of his chair, and he immediately turns to a Skeletor and dies.
Oh my gosh, that sucks for you. That sucks. Oh! No!
And we're now in the chair, which
They
sucks.
took WX.
But for doing that, I did get the trophy, the Puppet Master.
The Puppet Master! Yes, unlock Maxwell. Yes,
And
dude.
now I have fully completed adventure mode. So it was finally time to grind out
Okay.
the web. But because I'm now Maxwell, I had to make another world as WX and find Maxwell's door yet again. And this is where I'll say, even so far into this game, you see so many things that you have yet to see. Like, I saw this group of trees just walking around, a giant group of tree beards walking around aimlessly. And this is a normal world, because I restarted as WX. And after running around for a little bit, I did find Maxwell's door.
All right, we found it, boys and girls.
And I jumped back into adventure mode.
Let's go. Let's go, let's go.
And this is where the deflating aspect of getting this last character comes in, because you're not guaranteed to get 2 worlds on the 3rd try, and it takes about 45 minutes to an hour each chapter. So I would need to keep trying to get to chapter 3 until I didn't get 2 worlds and got one of the other ones. So my first chapter was The Game is Afoot, which sucked and took forever.
Okay, the game is afoot is first.
But I was finally able to make it to the next chapter, which was A Cold Reception. And I was able to just kind of look around and find everything. Now that I've done these a couple times, I understood them a little bit more and kind of the layout of how the maps work. So I found them and was finally ready to go to the next chapter. if we get 2 worlds, we have to restart. That's what sucks here. If it's 2 worlds, we've got to restart entirely. And guess what? It turned out to be 2 worlds. Yep. Okay. Can't get it. Gotta restart. So Wes will not spawn. So I have to restart adventure mode yet again. So time to restart adventure mode. Jumped right back in and got Archipelago. Okay, Archipelago, we'll take it first. We do like Archipelago first, which actually for WX was not the best one to start on if you can't find any cogs. And I actually died. Go ahead. Hit me. Yeah, terrible one to start on for this guy. So time for our 3rd try, and I started with a cold reception. Okay, I'll take it. And these chapters will still test you, and you will get better at the game by playing them. As you can probably see, you just get more skilled at the game when you play these levels over and over and over again, because they're so high stress, you've got to just figure it out. So I finally beat cold reception, and then the 2nd chapter took me to Archipelago, which should be better because now I have cog. And after about an hour, I was able to beat Archipelago again, but lo and behold, guess what I got next? That's right, folks. I got 2 worlds on my 3rd try again, so I'd have to restart. But, oh my goodness gracious, I probably put 12 to 14 hours into this final trophy. But finally, on my 9th time, I got freaking King of Winter 3rd. I think I can do this. I think I've got enough. Okay. Fight him, boys. And Wes was there. There's Wes. And after an epic battle with these robot cog machines, ya boy finally 100% completed Don't Starve. Let's go! Ah, yes, I finally did it. I finally did it. But I just wanted to say thank you guys so much for watching this video. All of my videos, all the support you've shown me on the channel thus far. I really, really appreciate you guys. Just watching the videos that we're putting out for y'all, it means a lot to me. If you wouldn't mind liking and subscribing to my channel, that would be fantastic. And I've got a lot of good things planned for this channel in the future, and I'm not going anywhere. So I really appreciate it, guys, and we will catch you on the next one. Wumblebuns out. We did it, boys.